Good morning. Are you Trustee Butcher?
Yes, ma'am.
Good morning. Are you Trustee Butcher?
Yes, ma'am.
And this is cause numbers 24 DCCR 1732 and 24 DCCR 1733. Ms. Butcher is on probation in each of those cases. One for burglary of a habitation, which was a 5-year deferred, and also an unauthorized use of a vehicle. And there were motions to adjudicate filed in each of those cases. And Ms. Butcher was previously here, pled true to counts 1, 4, 5, 6, and 7. I've received the updated report. This was not agreed. Has everyone received that and reviewed the report?
We have, Your Honor.
Yes, sir.
Are there any additions or corrections?
No, Your Honor.
Not from sir.
And what is this, it might say here, the new case is out of Harris County,
She was placed on
probation, right?
probation and sent to the Santa Maria Rehabilitation Facility.
Okay. All right. So, Mr. Rojas, you may.
Right from the start, the judge lays out the charges: burglary, unauthorized use of a vehicle, and multiple probation violations. Trustee Butcher already stands on shaky ground, but things are about to get much worse as her past choices catch up to her.
Go ahead.
Dear Your Honor, I have been in jail since April 29, 2025. I left the rehab because I wanted to come back here and turn myself in.
Let me just stop you real quick right there, because the officer called Santa Maria, and the people at Santa Maria, according to what that officer put in this report, specifically said that you left the facility because you changed your mind.
Here's the first crack in her story. She says she left rehab to turn herself in, but the official report says otherwise. Who's telling the truth? And more importantly, how much patience does this judge really have left?
And then you went and committed an evading arrest with a vehicle, a duty on striking an unattended vehicle, and an aggravated assault against a public servant a month later after you found out you were pregnant?
I was on drugs, Your Honor.
While you were pregnant?
Yeah, I made the mistake of leaving the rehab and I got on drugs, and the next few days later I got arrested.
But you said you made the mistake of leaving the rehab, but you said you left the rehab to come and turn yourself
Yeah.
in. So
So
you
I
didn't
bought a
leave the
bus ticket.
hang on. So you didn't leave the rehab to come turn yourself in, because if you had, you would have come straight here and turned yourself in, and you wouldn't have these new
I had to
offenses.
catch a bus, so I had to go downtown, wait for the bus to come, and in that time, I caught a charge. I don't want to be separated from my baby, Your Honor. This is my,
So in that time, hold on. So you had left the facility at least by April 17th.
yes,
And then your new charges were April 29th.
yes.
So that's 12.
This is the turning point. Despite knowing she was pregnant, she admits to using drugs and committing new crimes. It's a devastating contradiction, pleading for mercy while stacking up new offenses. Would you still believe her intentions?
So I got the money together to catch the bus back out here, the Greyhound. And once I got the money, the day I was going downtown, I got arrested for trying to evade the police because I was on drugs. I was scared and I was on drugs.
So all the times that you failed to report to the probation office, March 7th, March 10th, hold on, there was a third one,
March 12th.
March 12th, April 10th.
I
So,
never knew I had all those dates after the 7th. After the 7th, I thought I was revoked already. After the first time I did report, I thought I had a warrant out for my arrest, and I went to the rehab.
but you talked to the probation officer
I
between
talked to
then,
her on the 7th.
and you
day.
talked to her ugly.
I got out of jail in March 6th in Harris County. I called her that day. She wanted me to report the next day. I couldn't make it.
Right.
So
Excuse after excuse, but the judge isn't buying it. Missing multiple check-ins and blaming confusion only highlights the cycle of denial. At this point, the courtroom tension is rising fast.
I'll be able to keep my kids with me and get the help I need mentally and with the judge.
So where do you actually live? What city?
Port
Santa Maria is what, 90 days?
It's up to 6 months, 6 months to 18 months.
It was verified through the Harris County Community Supervision Court Liaison that the program is 6 months.
Yeah.
So where did you get the 6 months to 18 months?
They told me at Santa Maria when I was there, it's up to, you can stay up to 18 months.
Mr. Smith?
Judge, I spoke with Misty Hoffman, who was an assistant DA in Harris County, before they sent her to the Santa Maria program. They were thinking about doing that, and she tried to explain to me what it was, and I explained to her our intention was not to keep her on probation, it was to seek a revocation in this case. I think everything that she has said up to this point kind of lends credence to the fact that probation is, she's not going to be.
The state delivers a crushing blow, painting her as someone unwilling or unable to succeed on probation. With every word, the chances of leniency slip away. Do you think the judge should still give her one more chance?
So if you have, what's the place in Port Arthur that you have to live?
It's a home, it's a house.
Whose house?
It's my house. I've been renting it
Since when?
since before I got on rehab. I've been using the same address.
Well, but
Before I got
told
probation.
you told probation that you didn't come back here, hold on, because you were homeless.
I've never been homeless, ma'am.
You said that in the original pre-sentence report.
No, I told her I was at a motel and she assumed I was homeless, but I'm not homeless.
But originally when I put you on probation,
I gave y'all.
if you had a residence here in Jefferson County and you were on probation here in Jefferson County, then why didn't you come back here when you got out like you were supposed to?
I tried to come back and I did come back. I didn't report because I thought I had a warrant out. I thought I was revoked already.
So you were just going to wait it out until they came and caught you?
came to turn myself in and I got arrested. I was going to turn myself in.
Now the lies are stacking up. First, she says she had no home. Then, suddenly, she says she had one all along. The judge makes it clear. These contradictions are destroying her credibility.
No reason on March 7th that you couldn't have, you were talking to her about needed a bus and all this stuff. That was all just lying back then.
No, I was in Harris County. I was in Harris County. I got here March 6th. She told me to report March 7th.
So if you were here March 7th.
Yes. Y'all know I was on drugs.
Our jail reports to the judge.
Can you please get me the help that I need and let me keep my kids?
I put you on probation in the first place to get the help that you need. I put you on probation. Hang on. I put you on probation for 2 felonies with all the resources we have to help you. And instead of taking advantage of those, you came back, you didn't go ask for help, you just had to show up one time and say, I need help, I'm pregnant, I'm using drugs, I need help. It's easy to say you need help.
The jail incident is also involved in assault of another inmate and an attempted knock through a bar soap and actually hit one of the correctional officers and tried to swing on one of the other correctional officers.
That is okay.
What
I never tried to assault a correction officer.
Even behind bars, she couldn't follow rules. The judge sees a pattern: dangerous behavior, zero accountability, and now risks to her unborn child. This isn't just about probation anymore. It's about public safety.
And told different stories about every single thing you said based on the fact that you've already lost a baby and you're lucky you didn't lose this one. And who knows what's going to happen with this one because you were using drugs, based on the fact that you got felonies while you were on a felony probation, based on the fact that this lady here was trying to help you. You already left the place that you were given an opportunity to go to. Does probation have anything else to add, Ms. Kaur?
Judge, just that I'm really concerned about the non-compliances she's had at the jail.
Same.
I'm really concerned about that.
So here's what I'm going to do. Ms. Butcher, in cause number 24, DCCR 1732. I feel like you've given me no choice but to make sure that your child and children are safe and that the community's safe. I'm going to find that you entered your pleas are true to counts 1, 4, 5, 6, and 7 freely and voluntarily. Find those counts true. In 24 DCCR 1732, find sufficient evidence to find you guilty, and at this time find you guilty of burglary of a habitation. I'm going to sentence you to a term of 10 years in the institutional division of the Texas Department of Corrections. You will receive credit on that sentence for any time that you've been in custody that the law gives you the right to receive. In cause number 24 DCCR 1733, I'm going to find those counts true, find sufficient evidence to find you guilty, and at this time find you guilty of unauthorized use of a vehicle, sentence you to a term of 2 years in the state jail prison. You will receive credit on that sentence for any time that you've been in custody that the law gives you the right to receive. I'm going to need that signed. These cases will run concurrently, which means together at the same time.
Why would you separate me from my kids?
You separated yourself from your
This
kid.
is my first time being in prison.
Let me tell you,
I've been in jail
listen,
4 months.
I got 10 more years I can add. Hold on, you're not going anywhere. Hold on, you're not done.
That's not right.
I'm handing you the trial court certification.
No chance.
You had chances. I'm handing you the trial court certification that shows this was not an agreement. You do have some rights to appeal. You can talk to Mr. Rojas about that. I'm also handing you a written admonishment regarding your ineligibility to possess a firearm or ammunition. Because of the judgment entered against you, you're ineligible under Texas law to possess a firearm or ammunition. Possession of a firearm or ammunition could lead to charges against you. Firearm is a legal term. You should read the written admonishment I provide you to see what devices qualify as a firearm. You need to sign that, and I'll give you a copy of it. If you had showed me that you could behave in our jail, there might have been some other things that I would consider, but
Thank you.
there you go. You can go back with the bailiff.
Thank you so much for separating me from my kids. That's crazy.
The hammer drops. 10 years behind bars. The judge makes it clear. This wasn't about separating her from her kids. It was about her own choices. One last outburst from the defendant only seals the fate the judge had already decided. This case is a stark reminder. Probation is a second chance, but only if you use it. Trustee Butcher had resources, rehab, and opportunities, but her choices led to new crimes, jail violence, and finally, prison time. Judge West's ruling sends a message. Mercy runs out when excuses pile up. If you found this breakdown eye-opening, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more real courtroom moments where justice speaks loud and clear.